Well, welcome back, everyone. Well, you might remember about a month ago, we had a very informative conversation with my guest about Lyme disease, and a lot of you responded asking questions about it. So Dr. Dean Limeri is back today to talk about after-school, kids, health, viruses, things that as a parent you really want to pay attention to because our children today are confronted with a lot of issues that they've got to face. So first, welcome back, Dean.
Thanks, and thanks for having me back.
Oh, you're quite welcome. Let's go right to it.
Okay.
Kids get up in the morning. The first thing they face is breakfast. What's the deal with breakfast? Skip it, don't bother, stop off at McDonald's.
First thing they do is a lot of them miss breakfast.
Yeah, right.
The thing to do is not to miss breakfast. Breakfast is one of the most important meals of the day for us. You've woken up, you've slept all night, so now you have no energy in you. Mm-hmm. And studies have shown that kids who go to school without breakfast, they go to school, they're hungry, they don't do as well. Their concentration is down, their energy level is down, they can't pay attention, their stomach's growling. It becomes difficult.
Boy, it's so funny because you wouldn't think that. You know, you would think that, get up, you're late for the bus, you're going to miss this. Yeah. Grab something on the go, and it's actually quite the contrary.
It is, absolutely.
But that breakfast could actually turn out to be the most important meal of the day for them.
It absolutely is, and this is the knowledge that has spurred so many of the breakfast programs that many school districts have.
That's right. Yeah, we had an educator on not too long ago who told us all about their breakfast program, and I remember being kind of stunned by it because I thought to myself, it's breakfast. If I don't have a lot of energy in the morning, it's to be expected, but if you're a kid, and you're not just talking teenagers here, you're talking kindergarten right through high school, right?
Absolutely, and I'm talking a nice breakfast, bowl of cereal, some milk, maybe some fruit, not just grabbing a quick candy bar or Pop-Tart or something.
Mm-hmm. So before breakfast, obviously they're asleep. And hopefully they're asleep. The importance of sleep.
Well, yeah, it's a great, moves right into that. And it's important to have enough sleep. Mm-hmm. Most kids need about 8 hours of sleep. Teenagers probably need a little bit more, even though we don't give it to them and they don't get it.
Yes,
but probably need a little bit more sleep. Mm-hmm. And it's important to help try and aid that sleep. And we have something that we talk to parents about and our kids about, and we call it screen time. And screen time means anything with a screen, a TV, your phone, your computer, whatever. And with free time that kids have, we like to limit that screen time to 2 hours a day.
Wow. My God, considering I think the average was something I read recently, like 6 hours a day. And but you're right about that, because these kids, if they say, okay, good night, Mom, good night, Dad, they go in the room and they're on their computers or on their phones and whatnot, and they're up till 1 or 2 in the morning.
Absolutely.
Before you know it.
They absolutely are. And we also recommend getting the computers, getting the TVs out of the bedroom for that very reason, because if it's there, they'll use it.
Well, I've got it. So, this whole eat healthy, get enough sleep, I mean, it makes so much common sense, but in a lot of ways, you just don't think of it. I don't know about you, but I think getting that computer screen out of the bedroom is going to be a difficult task for some parents.
It is. It is. It's tough. Habits are hard to break, as you know.
I know. So following just sort of a rule of thumb here, if you're not getting enough sleep and you're not eating properly, you're prone to get sick. So if you get sick, that's the...
Yes, you are.
So the other thing that the doc and I were talking about before we went on air was that we're moving into the fall and into the winter and virus season.
Absolutely.
You're not outside enough, you're inside, more enclosed spaces, but just cyclically, the viruses hit more.
You're absolutely right. Viruses, like us, like some of us, like certain seasons. For example, you don't see influenza in the summer. Influenza is a more late fall, winter virus. It thrives. And so there are other viruses that start to come out and thrive in the fall and winter. One class of these viruses are called enteroviruses.
Okay. And you had mentioned that we might have a nasty one lurking out there, right?
We do, and there are a lot of enteroviruses, and they generally, what do they cause? They cause a lot of upper respiratory infections, sore throats, coughs. They can also, some of them can cause diarrhea, nausea, vomiting. There is a particular strain labeled D68 that had started in some other states, and this virus is affecting kids. And in some kids, not all, it causes very severe respiratory symptoms with coughing, shortness of breath, high fevers, where they've had to be admitted to the hospital for support with intravenous fluids and oxygen. The good note is it seems like the vast majority do recover and get better and do well. Very recently, actually just yesterday, I got a notification that there was a case documented locally in a school district in Clifton Park.
Oh my God,
so
that's
the virus
home.
is here, and it's a matter of the usual wash your hands well and cover if you cough. And
Well, you know, we've gotten into the habit here too. We see a lot of people coming in and out of the studio, and we've gotten those hand sanitizers and things. You know, it's not that difficult to get used to using them, and when you do, you really do cut down the chance of spreading any kind of viral infection.
You're absolutely right. They work real well, and if you don't have hand sanitizer when you wash your hands, sing happy birthday to yourself twice. And if you do that, that's pretty good. Don't rush it along, just sing it like you would. Otherwise, hand sanitizer is great.
So singing happy birthday twice, that's a medical term?
It is. It's absolutely what we tell patients if you're doing soap and water. The advantage of hand sanitizers is you can get it done quicker.
Yeah, I have to remember that. I say, boy, man, the doctor gave me this wonderful tip today about singing happy birthday. Well, that'll take care of a lot of ills, I'm telling you right now. One other thing, when we were talking about, you know, having your child go through the day in a healthy way, we were talking about after school. And that's the time when you really do have to watch the junk food.
It absolutely is, and especially if they didn't get breakfast.
Yeah, right.
Because now all they've had is lunch, and now it's 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you're probably kind of hungry.
Yeah, right, sure.
And so an after-school snack is a good thing for most people, and make it healthy.
Got it. You know, one thing that came up when we were talking about that is, you know, you hear all these signs about, see all these statistics about kids being overweight. 70% of the population is overweight and 30% is obese. So we've got the topic for the next conversation. I really want to talk about this.
All right.
Okay, Doc. Thanks, Dean. Thanks for coming in.
I
And we'll see
appreciate
you
it.
soon. See this interview again, head to our website, looktvonline.com. Now let's take a look at events happening in your neighborhood.